to the Darcy Stone Show. Today we will be recapping the highlights and lowlights of the last Triple L show entitled Explicit Lucha. With 2 title changes and the first ever Triple L over 18 show, it was a whirlwind from start to finish. Let's begin.
Number 5. Tarquin turns friendo. Okay, so in the first match, Tarquin teamed up with one of my best friends, Clementine, and they had this tag team championship match against the Feather and Funk Connection. Now, they didn't win the belt, but Mr. Tarquin, who's normally not very nice as a person, he actually seemed to have a change of heart.
Stop beating up my best friend!
And I hope that Tarquin time, that's what I'm doing for it, continues.
Number 4. Jackson Roses got destroyed by Big Boris.
That happened.
Number 3. Sadie Gibbs returns to the Resgal. Sadie Gibbs started her wrestling journey at Triple L in the Resistance Gallery back in 2017. She's off to brighter things with AEW, but just having her there, teaming with her trainer and all of our trainers, Greg Burridge, was just a pleasure. Number 2. Buffalo Soldier ditches Cordelia. There was a Lucha Rumble, which then turned into a Lucha Chaos, because that's Lucha. Buffalo Soldier got the win, and we don't really like him at the moment, but it seemed that he came to his senses.
I
am not your four-time.
Number 1. Callum is our champion and Costa K is out. So it's been months of heartache at Triple L where we saw Costa K take the belt off Callum. Costa has put everyone through hell. He's been depicting himself as this kind of Thanos thing. I don't know what he's going for, but it sucked. And now Callum is back as our rightful champion. He defeated his best friend Malik, and it was one of the grueling matches ever seen on Triple L. There was blood, there was sweat, but most importantly there were cheers to see him raise that belt. With the good comes the bad, so let's move on to the parts that made me sad. Number 5. Clementine was crying. Okay, so as I said in the first match, Tarquin tried his best to use dirty tactics at the start of the match, and he made Clementine hold a gun.
Count of 3.
Number 4. Bruno is mean. After winning the tag match against Tarquin, Lalachusa, he got a bit confident, I'd say, and he decided to call out the Triple L roster for a new challenge. Now, this led to Heavenly United cashing in the Money in the Post box, and they actually got the belts.
I really should hate Heavenly United for everything they stand for. They cheat, they scheme, they cut me off when I was doing my dance. That's rude. But there's something about them that they're just fun. They're just fun. I guess you could say I'm their biggest fan. I guess you could say they're stars in my eyes. Is that better?
Bruno was obviously filled with frustration and he turned on Owlboy and broke our hearts in the process.
Bruno, why? Why?
Number 3. LA White.
I just don't like him.
Number 2. Malik getting hurt.
Malik.
So Malik's a good friend of mine, and I couldn't even watch it.
Alright, Malik. I just want you to know one thing, yeah? You're my boy, I respect you. And when you're hurt, I'm...
Number 1! Lack of Darcy Stone. My number 1 least favourite thing about this show is that there was a complete lack of Darcy Stone. Now I know I'm injured, and I probably will be for some time, but come on, if Jackson Roses and LA White are going to be part of this show, then I think that I deserve a chance to be somewhat involved. So you know what, that was my biggest thing about this. Now it's time for the Darcy bonus. Before we wrap things up, it's time to showcase a wrestler. This time we have Odamu.
So that concludes this show. Keep your eyes peeled for the date of the next Triple L show. And until then, keep dancing.
Ah!